All right, this is the weekly segment where we look at old stuff that is a part of the strange and interesting things in the past. And before you say anything, I know that I qualify for at least two of those things.
I was going to ask.
The old and the strange. All right, here's Trtan back time. June 1st, 1957, Don Bowden becomes the first American to run a 4-minute mile. 3 minutes, 58.7 seconds. Roger Bannister of Britain had done it 3 years earlier. Happy birthday to Morgan Freeman. Yeah, born June 1st, 1937. Driving Miss Daisy, he was the chauffeur. Glory, Shawshank Redemption, Bruce Almighty. He was on the Electric Company from 71 through 77. He was easy reader. Yeah, it was good. All right, here's a quote from him. Some of the best advice I've been given. Don't take criticism from people you would never go to for advice.
That is the best quote ever.
That is a good one. June 2nd, 1886, U.S. President Grover Cleveland marries Miss Frances Folsom in the White House. At 21 years old, she is the youngest U.S. First Lady. Cleveland was 49 years old.
Holy moly!
Yeah. He was the second U.S. president to wed while in office and the only president married in the White House. All right. Their first child, Ruth Cleveland, was born between his terms as U.S. president and became an instant media sensation, known popularly as Baby Ruth. In 1921, 17 years after her death, the Curtis Candy Company renamed their candy cake, 1900 to 1920, candy bar Baby Ruth. In honor of her, so that's who the Baby Ruth candy bar is named.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's a person. Okay.
Happy birthday to Chief John Bigtree. Isaac Johnny John, born June 2nd, 1877, American Indian Chief John Bigtree claimed to be the model for the Indian head nickel, which was around from 1913 through 38. That's when it was processed. Although the sculptor for the coin, James Earl Fraser, claimed there's several models used, including Chief John Bigtree, and the image was a composite. He was a member of the Seneca Nation and an actor who appeared in 59 films from 1915 through 1950.
Oh, fantastic.
This is a big date in history. June 3rd, 1937, the Duke of Windsor marries American divorcee Mrs. Wallace Warfield Simpson. He gave up his throne as King Edward VIII in 1936 to marry her, becoming the Duke of Windsor. His brother then became King George VI.
Wow.
Happy birthday to Henry Shrapnel. Henry Scrope Shrapnel, born June 3rd, 1761, British Army officer for whom shrapnel is named, to refer to a fragmentation from artillery shells. In 1784, he began to experiment with hollow cannonballs filled with lead shot that burst in midair. In 1803, the British Army adopted the technique, naming it after its inventor. For his contributions, Shrapnel was promoted to lieutenant colonel and awarded 1,200 pounds, that's about 106,000 pounds in 25, a year for life.
Wow.
June 4, 1783, brothers Joseph Montgolfier and Jacques Montgolfier launch an unnamed 33-foot diameter hot air balloon in France for a 10-minute flight covering 1.2 miles, about 2 kilometers, with heights up to 6,600 feet.
Wow.
They had tested their first balloon the previous year. During that previous flight, they lost control of the balloon, and when it landed, alarmed villagers, they attacked it with pitchforks and stones.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Dr. Ruth Westheimer, born June 4, 1928, German-American sex therapist, talk show host, author, professor, and Holocaust survivor. As the Nazis came to power, her parents sent 10-year-old Ruth to Switzerland for safety. They remained behind to care for her elderly grandmother, and both were subsequently sent to concentration camps where they were killed. At 17 years of age, Ruth joined the Haganah, the Zionist paramilitary organization, and was trained as a sniper, but never saw combat.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't know that about Dr. Ruth, did you? Trained sniper.
Wow.
June 5th, 1851, Harriet Beecher Stowe's epic story of slavery, Uncle Tom's Cabin, begins appearing in serial form in a Washington, D.C. anti-slavery newspaper. The following year, the book version was published, becoming the first American novel to sell 1 million copies.
Wow.
Happy birthday to Christy Brown, born June 5th, 1932. Irish author, artist, born with cerebral palsy. His left foot was the only part of his body not affected by paralysis. The 1989 movie, My Left Foot, was based on his 1954 autobiography, which he typed with his left foot.
Unbelievable. I did not know. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's based on fact. And finally this. Why can't you laugh loudly in Hawaii?
Oh, I should know this. I don't know.
Because they only allowed aloha.
Can I Tom, I almost said something about aloha, but I couldn't figure out how.
That's it.
It was something about aloha.
It's the way you'd phrase it, yes.
Yeah.
That's many times. You know the punch, but you can't figure out how to get to it.
I know the punch, but not the line. There we go. That was great. All right, more fun coming up right after this. I learned so much.